welcome back to Life with Naya. I'm Naya, and today we have yet again another episode of Adulting Imperfectly, a series started by me and my best friend Ishana, where we talk about life after high school. So in today's episode, we're doing something a little bit different. We are going to be lurking the r/am_I_the_a-hole subreddit, specifically the high school stories. Okay, so let's get into it. It literally made me gasp is the am I the a-hole for telling my daughter that life is in high school. That's and crazy. If it was, she would be the loser now. That's crazy. Let's click on it. I was trying to hide, like, you know, because you can see like the people's top comment. I was trying to hide that. Like, I don't want us to be biased going into this. My daughter is 24, Kelly, and my younger daughter is 23, Sarah. They both had very different high school experiences. Kelly was very social and in different sports. Sarah was very academic and had a small group of friends. Okay, I'm Sarah. That's me. Kelly got a sports scholarship for college, but soon dropped out of college after she failed multiple classes. She basically partied and did her sport and nothing else. Sarah went on to finish her degree and is doing well in life. Kelly has a jealousy issue, and I have talked with her before about it. She's never happy when Sarah has an accomplishment. Today, Sarah told us she's going on a cruise for her vacation this year. Kelly always wanted to go on a cruise and couldn't afford it with her waiter job. In the car, she blew up saying that Sarah was a loser in high school, so it isn't fair that she has all this now. She went on for a bit when I had enough. I told her that life isn't like high school, and if it was, she was the loser now. This started an argument, and she called me a... You called your mama the B word? She called her mama the B word. What do you mean you called your...
I'm actually shocked.
Yeah.
This entire situation, the mother is completely right.
What do you mean you called your mother the B word? But for her to say that, like, she peaked in high school because she's like, Sarah was a loser in high school, so it isn't fair that she has all this now. She has all this now because she took school seriously. And exactly. The thing is, Kelly, I think, oh yeah, I'm gonna wait for you to come back.
I'm hearing you, you can talk.
Is jealous, but here's the thing. Well, yeah, the mother literally said she has a jealousy issue. She was doing very well for herself. Like, yes, the two of them were different in terms of how they chose to go about high school, but she was so good in her sport that she got a sports scholarship. And if she had committed herself to doing her work as well as playing her sport and not just partying, then she could probably have the same level of success. Like, she could... Exactly. I don't know what sport she played, but let's just say she played basketball. Then she could go into the WNBA or something like that. Like, she could have done a lot for herself. But because she didn't want to be a loser, because she wanted to just party and do nothing else, she had to drop out because she failed multiple classes. So.
The losers are always the winners.
Like, all the rich people in the world, they're nerds.
Pick and choose your battles.
They're nerds. All the money-making people are nerds. There's nothing wrong with being a nerd. Anyway, let's see what they say. Let us see. While it's never good to call your child a loser, you were using the word she used for her sister and in a conditional manner, so I'll give that a pass. I think it's probably closer to the truth that Sarah was never a loser. She was just playing a different game. She did what she was interested in and had close friends and probably never wanted to be popular. Research has shown that siblings intentionally differentiate themselves from each other. I had 5 siblings and we were all very different. My closest brother, only 14 months older, was on the chess club in high school. I could never beat him at home, so I never joined. In this case, since Kelly was older and liked sports, Sarah could never be as good as Kelly in sports. She chose to focus on classwork. Kelly was a favorite with the coaches and Sarah with the teachers. Okay. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. I don't think that's... I don't know about siblings intentionally differentiating themselves from each other, though. I think that's...
Yeah.
I think that's subconscious. It comes down to personality.
Yeah, I don't think...
Because, like, my brother is better at sports than me. Does that mean I'm going to not do sports? No, because he does track. Yeah. At one point in time, I was doing track. I just didn't have the athleticism. And then also, track club in our school closed down. So, who knows? I could have been the next Usain Bolt. Maybe. No. I'm not that at all. But, yeah. We'll never know. We'll never know. That's totally the reason. But no, I don't think that has anything to do with it.
I guess we'll never know.
My brother and I are very different, but guess what? We both are studying econ. But verdict of if OP is the a-hole or not. So, I I the a-hole for forcing my daughter to drop out of
just
high
you.
school, brackets, for a year? You forced your daughter to drop out of school. Isn't that the opposite of what most parents do? That's crazy.
There better be a
Okay,
good
this one's
reason
really
for
long.
this.
I can already tell. I think they're gonna be the a-hole because you're trying to defend yourself. Why is this so long? If you're not the a-hole, you don't have to go this in depth. But let's read. I never thought I would be put in this situation as a parent. My daughter was supposed to go into high school this year as a freshman. It's a private school. They've made their decision. They're doing. Okay, this is not good grammar. So I'm gonna rephrase. They're going to this school or nothing this year. No online option. Teachers and students are not comfortable with this. Oh, teachers and students not comfortable with this will have their places and jobs held for a year. My other two kids are elementary and toddler age. I just had a baby. Okay. I'll take note of that. I understand that that can be very taxing on a mother. My elementary schooler is able to do distance learning and the toddler is high risk. My elderly mother is also living with us and we have to help with care for my husband's grandmother. We cannot get exposed. Wait, was this during COVID? Yes, this was posted 6 years ago. This is during COVID.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, that definitely changes things. All right, I'm sorry. I may have judged a little too quickly. Let's keep reading. I work for the private school that my daughter, that's how her daughter is able to go, and will be furloughed without pay for the next year because I cannot risk exposure with my family duties. We agonized over what to do about our daughter. It's too late to start her in public school, and just withdrawing is apparently perfectly fine. We could put her in online school, but it's expensive. Those credits wouldn't transfer at all, and she would still have to do all 4 years in that school. Her father and I decided that our daughter also needed to just delay. She would have been starting high school at 13, so even with delaying it a year later, she will graduate at an appropriate age. Okay. We unfortunately need everyone to sacrifice. We're going to be raising 4 kids and supporting 2 seniors on 1 military salary. I hate that one of those is making my eldest daughter just not have school for a year, but I was planning to make it up to her later with college and social things. She, of course, doesn't understand that and has been furious that she's being denied an education to be a maid like her great aunt. It's not the same situation. This is about the entire family safety and protecting each other. Wait, what do you mean like her great aunt? You can't just throw that in there. What happened with the great aunt? They just threw that in there. They're just like, to be a maid like her great aunt. What happened to the great aunt? Or is the daughter just saying that to be dramatic? I get the daughter being upset. The daughter has every right to be upset, of course. I mean, I think most kids would be rejoicing that we didn't have to go to school for a year, though. This is during COVID. I can't really get too mad at this mother. She has a newborn. She has a toddler.
Yeah.
An elderly mother is living in the household with them. Like, those are all people at very high risk at getting COVID. And I remember how scary COVID was in 2020. Like, that was the peak. And the school not offering an online option is crazy. Can't even blame this mother. I know that most people on Reddit, the verdict is that this mother's the a-hole. I think they could have tried harder to find a solution. But I understand not sending her to this private school. I don't understand not sending her to school at all, like not trying to find a solution for that. But I understand not sending her to this to this private school anymore, because this was at the peak of COVID. There were multiple high-risk members in that family. So, and the school didn't have an online option, but they could have gotten a public school with an online option. They should have tried harder.
Yeah, there were definitely other solutions they could have looked into.
I don't know if anybody's the a-hole. COVID is the a-hole.
Yeah, I feel like, yeah.
That's our verdict.
COVID. Okay, so I'm guessing the writer is a 42-year-old male. His wife, 39-year-old female, is a high school dropout.
He wrote that
But
down.
obviously she is so much more than that, and never once did I ever get the fact that she had less hours in a classroom than some other woman with a second thought. This is a sore subject for me because peers would badger us about her getting a GED. Why are they badgering her for that? My wife was already and my family, she's a busy stay-at-home mom, and my family business made enough for the both of us. My wife didn't need to get a GED to be what she already was. Funny, engaging, and despite her struggles with classroom-like learning, she was always open to listen and absorb information that I was excited about. In the end, I concluded they just used it as being something to feel superior about over my wife. Ben, 15 male, has unfortunately sunk deep neck into the concept of influencing. How relatable. He is obsessed to the point where he has blown his allowance money on courses and influencer events that advertise lessons on how to build a following. It's gotten bad enough that I have considered... He's getting scammed. It's gotten bad enough that I have considered changing the rules of his allowance to impose restrictions, because these courses offer nothing of value except some false hope with all the buzzwords desired by their teen target audience. That's true. That is true. My daughter, 16 female, who is our oldest child, told us Ben had looked up laws about the age he could drop out of Idaho. I asked Ben, and he replied that he knew enough about the about 10th grade classes to be showing his mom how he was doing his homework, writing his essays, and explaining concepts to her. Oh my god, what is this? And that if mom dropped out and I accepted her dropping out, plus bounced ideas off her, then I was a hypocrite if I refused to let him drop out. That's not true.
I'm in this.
What is it talking about?
The son is getting scammed by influencer courses.
His son is getting scammed. That's the first thing. Then he literally looks up laws. Looks up laws to drop out.
Not that's dedication. Want to be content creators, okay? You don't need a course. This is luck. We have had videos that go viral, and that is luck. Like, it is pure luck, or hopping on a trend, or just like
pure luck. Like,
you don't need a course.
You don't need a course. You just need to be yourself. That's all you need.
YouTube has free courses. There are courses galore. You for free. Why are you paying?
And also, I'm willing to bet that they would have probably gotten married or even met after she would have dropped out of high school.
He's being influenced by his mom being a dropout. But that's not his mom's fault. She probably dropped out due to unforeseen circumstances. She didn't drop out to become an influencer.
Completely different scenarios here. I can't believe what I'm reading.
Because first of all, his mother, what's his name? Ben? Is his name Ben? Or did he not have a name? Am I giving him a name? I think he had a name. Yeah, Ben. Okay. So, Ben, you are your father's son. Your mother is his wife. There's a difference. He can't dictate what a grown woman does, but he can most certainly dictate what his young son is going to do. Let's continue.
Yeah, let's continue. This made everything very frustrating because I don't want my wife and I to deal with a son who was being pig-headed with unrealistic dreams. He's right. But obviously I wasn't going to have Ben's situation be one where swipes are taken and my capable wife. Exactly. That all exploded when my daughter decided to interject when I was trying to get through to Ben. Ben said, "Mom dropped out and does just fine." And my daughter said her mom is not a dropout success story because dropout successes gain the skills to create good situations for themselves without school.
She read them to film.
But her mom's situation is determined mostly by other people's decisions or emotions. Yeah. That was so out of line that I had to send her to her room and ask that she give me her iPad and phone to me. She could use a computer in my office to do assignments because she was clearly hearing this argument from somewhere. My wife luckily hasn't been involved in these conversations, so she didn't hear this and hopefully never will.
Oh, there's a train. There is a train. The train is like, Anaya, think before you speak.
Yeah, that's...
Let me activate
I think this...
Some PR.
Yeah, the son needs to keep his mouth shut. The daughter, is she wrong? Maybe not. But should she have said that? Also, maybe not.
But the daughter is not wrong. Okay. I think that being a stay-at-home mother is a wonderful thing. I think that being a stay-at-home mother is actually very difficult, right? There are some people are career women, some people are stay-at-home moms, and there's different difficulties, okay? I don't look down on anyone for being a stay-at-home mom. However, to say that she is a high school dropout success story, when I think of that, I think of somebody who left school and is killing it as an influencer. an entrepreneur. They still have a career despite not having a formal education. And in this case, she does not have a career. Home and be a stay-at-home mom. And I'm not saying that like sarcastically. I could never do it. Could never do it. I have so much respect, but I do get what I think the daughter was trying to be a good older sister and like smack her brother silly and say the, you know, the not so nice words without mincing things.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe she could have just phrased it better. She could have said that might not be the case for everybody. I don't know. This is a weird situation. I think he's not the a-hole though. He defended his wife.
Comments, actually.
Some other people disagree. Yes, the a-hole. Your daughter was not lying. She wasn't trying to be rude or disrespectful. She is correct. Your wife's comfortable position in life is due to your love for her and the strong partnership.
That's true.
You know
that's
what?
True.
They said it, not me.
They said it. But that's
they
true.
said it, not me. Your wife's comfortable position in life is due to your love for her and the strong partnership you share. Should they divorce? Should she become a widow? Her comfortable position in life is gone,
that's
like
true.
that. Yeah, like this user went on to say the exact same as. If you die or lose interest in her, her circumstances could rapidly deteriorate. Your daughter knows this and was giving an accurate assessment and was trying to support you in talking to your son. You should apologize to your daughter if you think your wife is not at a disadvantage. You are more delusional than your son.
Oh my god.
Well, I didn't say it. There's a lot of people being real harsh. I'm trying to keep it cute. I'm trying not to be like the daughter. I'm trying not to be too blunt. Nice of him to defend his wife. I think he was wrong for punishing his daughter. And I think that he should have a stern talking to with his son.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think the son is the real villain of this story.
Yeah. The verdict. Okay. So that's it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. This was super fun. Let us know if you like this format and if you want to see more videos like this, or do you prefer when we're talking about our own experiences. That is all for today. Don't forget to follow us on our shared study account, Study with AI Pretty Productive 08. That is the username. And follow us on TikTok and Instagram. I'm going to put the two of ours over here. Also subscribe to M's channel, M's Diaries, and subscribe to me if you'd like. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.